Guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another vlog. As you guys can tell by the title, this is going to be a summer night routine. However, it's also going to be a little bit more than that. I'm going to vlog pretty much the second half of my day today, and I'm also planning on vlogging a little bit tomorrow. I feel like I finally got the hang of longer vlogs. Like if a vlog is 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, I'm like, this is not enough. So this is a summer night routine vlog, but I'm going to give you guys a very good, very hearty, full vlog. My plans right now are going to be, one, getting some work done at a coffee shop, and then after I get some work done, if time is on our side, I really want to stop at TJ Maxx. Literally haven't been to a TJ Maxx in months. I just kind of want to go and see what they have. I feel like their fall stuff is already out, which I don't plan on getting yet. I plan on making an entire like fall vlog. Let me know in the comments, when is the right time for my fall vlogs to be coming out. After we go to TJ Maxx, I have an afternoon mat Pilates class that I'm going to be going to today. After Pilates, I'm going to go to Trader Joe's and get everything I need for dinner. I'm kind of craving a salmon bowl today. I used to make that literally all the time. I also posted on my Instagram a little Q&A situation for you guys to send in questions, so I'll be answering those later in this vlog. So we have lots to do, lots to go through. Okay guys, to be super honest, I didn't last more than 30 minutes at the coffee shop. Thankfully, what I needed to get done, I got done. I literally could not find one single chair inside. So I sat outside, I drank my coffee, I got my work done, which was perfectly fine for like the first 10-15 minutes. But it quickly got really hot. It's currently 94 degrees and I am not dressed for 94-degree weather. It's actually the craziest thing to me that all of July was literally like perfect weather. In the early mornings and late at night, it was almost cold. It was like in the 50-55 degrees. And during the day, it was like a perfect 80-degree day. And now that we're going into August and September is when the heat waves start. So if you're going to be visiting Southern California, July is the perfect month. It was too hot to stay there. So we are going to go to TJ Maxx now. So hot. We're adding a car wash to the to-do list today after Pilates and after Trader Joe's because this is just embarrassing. Anyways guys, we're done at TJ Maxx. I didn't get too many things, but the things that I did get, I really love. Honestly, all that TJ Maxx trip did was get me so freaking excited for fall. I didn't get anything fall related though. My self-control in there was on another level, truly. But anyways, I'm gonna give you guys a really quick TJ Maxx haul. I honestly was not looking for something like this at all, but when I saw it, I was like, I'm not leaving this freaking place without it. I got this hand-painted book vase. I've never gotten a book vase like this. The first jewelry item is a bracelet, and it's actually not even for me. I got it for my mom. She's been really wanting like a gold statement bracelet like this. Hopefully she likes it. And then for me, I got myself a little dainty necklace. It's the super sparkly but dainty cross necklace. It's very small, but I've had one like this before and I just thought it was adorable. Last but not least, I got two clothing items. Both of them are a shade of brown and both of them have polka dots. Starting with this flowy top. It's sleeveless, it's flowy, and it's almost cropped. Just obsessed with this color combo. Then I got this dress. This is like a long maxi but tight dress. It's a very soft material. It's very cute. It has a little bow right there. Again, I just love the polka dots and this color combo. I have these really cute wedges that I got from Suzanne. They're these super adorable wedges that tie up your ankle. I posted a picture wearing them on my Instagram, and I think those wedges would be so perfect with this dress. That is everything that I got at TJ Maxx. This right here is what I'm most excited about. But anyways, let's go do a hot mat Pilates class. It feels almost criminal to be doing that in this type of weather, but I literally didn't go to a class for 2 weeks. I'm back now and I'm determined to get back into it. So even though it's crazy hot, we're still gonna show up. Let's go. Okay, as most of you guys know, I work from home, and something I'm constantly doing is looking to upgrade my work setup. I've recently found myself obsessed with a new browser that has made my life online so much easier, and that browser happens to be Opera. It's super fast, and I especially love that it comes with a free built-in AI tool called Aria. It summarizes articles, it schedules my day, and it even helps me brainstorm video ideas, and it helps me do all of that without having to leave the page I'm on, thanks to Aria's super handy command line. I can just hit a quick shortcut with Control or Command and ask away. Aria even has a writing mode to help me with finding the right tone for my emails, creating exciting video descriptions, or whatever else I need. Aria understands and interprets images that you upload. For example, I recently visited the Getty Villa Museum in Malibu, and I uploaded a picture on there of one of the artifacts that I saw, and it was able to give me information on it in just a few seconds. It was the coolest thing. I'm also the type of person that I always have a million tabs open, so Opera's Tab Islands feature has been a lifesaver. Tab Islands pretty much lets you group your tabs based on theme, project, or context. I can literally just expand them or collapse them whenever I need to save space. Also, their split screen has made it so incredibly easy to have two pages side by side. I can be watching a tutorial or reading something on one side while editing and working on the other. And their detachable player is amazing as well. I can move any of my music players both inside and outside of the browser window. It's also compatible with the most popular streaming platforms, and I love that it automatically pauses when I start a video, which is perfect for when I have to quickly jump onto a call. If you're into productivity, creativity, or simply just saving time, then I highly recommend giving Opera a shot. I'm gonna have the link for that in the description. Thank you so much to Opera for sponsoring this portion of the vlog.
On the bottom tips of the sits bones here, inhale 5, 4.
Holy fuck. I actually feel like I need to go lay down. Also, this is the City Lips lip oil. I'm obsessed with this thing. I'm almost done with it. Mat Pilates with the right instructor are the hardest class ever. This is my 5th class in a row being back after not coming for 2 weeks, and I thought I was back in the groove, but the amount of times that I literally collapsed on my knees.
Okay if they are, but stay in your box. Notice what's working best for you.
But yeah, that was a really good class, and now I'm absolutely starving. The car wash I desperately need is gonna have to wait until tomorrow because I need to go home and make this dinner. I'm so hungry right now. I ended up getting 2 things of hydrangeas, some green ones and some white ones. I got the salmon for dinner, some spring mix, some spray-on avocado oil. I really wanted to make a sort of like chipotle style corn salsa, so I got this kernel corn. Hopefully this is what I need. I got 1 red onion, these gorgeous looking cherry tomatoes, and then 1 chomp stick. These are really good. Let's go home and make this meal. I'm so hungry. just took a shower. I'm gonna do my skincare routine right now. Also, you guys, my dinner tonight was so incredibly good. I don't know if it's because I was really hungry that it made the food taste better. I added soy sauce to my salmon like marination and it tasted amazing. But what absolutely stole the show, and I will be remaking it countless times again, was the corn salsa that I made, but that was like an hour and a half ago. So it's time for dessert, and we're gonna be making some Cinnabons. This is the skincare lineup tonight. I'm actually getting a facial tomorrow. I'm so excited about it. I haven't gotten one in a few months. I don't feel like my skin is necessarily bad, but I feel like it does need just a little TLC. It needs a little bit of deep cleaning. But anyways, for moisturizer, I've been using this Rhode Barrier Butter moisturizer. I'm pretty much almost done with the entire bottle. It's really, really good. It's one of the thickest moisturizers I've ever used. There's another moisturizer that I also use that actually feels really similar to this one. It's the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast moisturizer. I'm gonna put a picture of it right here. I've gone through like 3 to 4 bottles of this little cream. I honestly can't really tell you what it does other than I put it in like little spots where I feel like my skin is really dry, or if I'm breaking out, I'll put that moisturizer over it. It's so freaking good. This product right here reminds me a lot of that one. Super quick before I turn off this crazy bright light and go and make my cinnamon rolls. I've been meaning to talk to you guys about this the entire video. I finally finished this book right here, The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, and I made such a show of myself with this book. I've literally been reading this specific book in the past like 4 YouTube videos. After like 2 weeks of having this book on hold pretty much, I went on my Instagram and I pretty much told you guys to convince me to finish this book. You guys did more than that. My little like comment section with that Instagram story was actually so crazy. 50% of people were like, you absolutely need to continue reading this book. The plot twists are insane. You're gonna love it. It's gonna blow your mind. And the other 50% of people were like, I hated this book. People were like, I stopped reading it. Other people were like, it was so disappointing. It was funny. So for the past 2 days, both Monday and Tuesday, I've been reading this book and I finally finished it yesterday. I'm here to tell you guys which side I'm on. I happened to love this book. I'm literally giving this book 4.75, almost 5 stars, which is crazy. And I know I don't have to, but I kind of feel like I need to defend my rating a little bit. The writing style of this thriller, the descriptive writing in this thriller, I thought was so good. I think this book needs to be a movie, because here's the thing, sometimes with thrillers, the plot of the thriller is really good and it's like suspenseful and it's creepy and it's eerie. Like the idea of the book is good, but the way that the story is told doesn't really hit the way it should because of the writing style. And this one right here, this author, I think does an absolutely amazing job to keep you entertained, at least for me. And I think I said that about the last Riley Sager book that I read, The Last Time I Lied. Also, I think I like this one more than The Last Time I Lied. So if you read The Last Time I Lied and you liked it, you absolutely need to read this one. I felt like the base of this story was really good. It's literally about a woman who lost her husband a year ago. She's a widow, she's grieving, she's going through a really rough time. Her mother decides to send her to the family's lake house. She's kind of just supposed to be there to get her life together. P.S. Her husband that passed away a year ago passed away because he drowned in that lake. I don't know what mother would ever send her daughter to the place where her husband literally died, but it happens in this book. Also, this woman is an alcoholic. She's basically drinking herself into oblivion every single day. While this woman is there drinking by herself, she starts pretty much spying on her neighbors. They're on this lake. It's called Lake Green. There are a total of 5 lake houses around this lake, and the one right across from this woman belongs to a really famous married couple. So she decides to pick up these binoculars and pretty much start spying on this married couple. That's when she starts noticing a lot of really weird things going on with this marriage, and that is all I'm gonna say. It doesn't even begin to cover what this story is really about. There were maybe like a total of 3 big plot twists, some of the craziest I've actually ever read, and I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, I'm joining the club of everybody that enjoyed this book. I'm giving this book 4.75. I was planning on filming the Q&A for this vlog right now, but I'm honestly really sleepy and I want to give you guys like energetic answers. And also the real reason season 2 of Wednesday came out today and I can't even begin to express my excitement for that. So I'm going to start the first episode right now. Good morning, you guys. I just made it to my facial appointment. We're doing facial, eyebrows, and dermaplaning. Let's go get this done, and then after this appointment, I want to go get a matcha, and then we'll end off this vlog with a fun Q&A. Let's do it. I screenshotted a lot of questions, so I'm going to try to go through all of these. First question, a book which you'll never forget. A book that I think about a lot is A Midnight Library. I think I read that book almost 2 years ago. The message that comes with that book has really stayed with me. It talks a lot about life and the decisions that you take and the consequences of those decisions. Jocelyn said, hi Karla, what are some tips for starting your own fitness journey? By the way, love you. I love you too. Starting your own fitness journey, you know what? I started my own fitness journey because I got really sick of the way that I looked, if I'm being really honest. I have never in my entire life been insecure of the way that I looked. I've never been proud of the way that I looked. I feel like that feeling is different, but I hadn't ever really been insecure until maybe like 2 years ago, or like almost 2 years ago. I think it was like February, March, April of 2024. That's when I felt my biggest and I felt really uncomfortable in my own body. That I was like, I need to start working out, not just to like get my dream body, but just to simply feel comfortable in my own skin. And I've said this a bunch of times, I've never really been into fitness or working out, like literally my entire life until recently, this past year. So it really did take me being uncomfortable in my own body to be like, I need to do something about this. I need to change something. And that's when I started working out. That's when I discovered my hot Pilates classes, my hot yoga sculpt classes. But it wasn't a decision that just came out of the blue. I guess the tip that I would share for this is taking it day by day. Do not be weighing yourself every single day. Don't be expecting the craziest of results after like a week. Take it day by day, put in the work, put in the effort. You will see the results, but don't get obsessed with the results. Get obsessed with the process, not with the results. What's your favorite book of 2025 so far? Definitely One Golden Summer. If you haven't read One Golden Summer, I seriously cannot recommend that book enough. How are your iPhone pictures so crisp and so clear? One, make sure your camera is clean. I have the iPhone 13 Pro Max, so it's not the newest of iPhones. I make sure to wipe down my camera before I take any picture, like really wipe it down. And then with all the pictures that I post on my Instagram story, I make sure to lower the brightness with all of them. If you weren't a content creator, what would you be? I actually think I would be a teacher, specifically an elementary school teacher. Sometimes they annoy me, but I feel like I'm really good with kids. The decorating of the classroom, I feel like I'd absolutely love that. I actually also have a lot of teachers in my family. What's one piece of advice you would give to someone in their early 20s who feel stuck? If you don't feel stuck in your early 20s, you're not doing it right. I honestly feel like this very frequently, but what really helps and makes me feel better is that the feeling of being stuck in your 20s is such a normal feeling. You're supposed to feel this. It's supposed to push you to do whatever it is you're meant to do. Are you watching The Summer I Turned Pretty? If so, are you Team Jeremiah or Team Conrad? I'm actually not watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. However, I have seen clips of it on TikTok. All you need to know is if I was watching that show, I would 100% be Team Conrad. Ceci says, can you try to do a video in Spanish? Love you. Okay, I actually have an idea that I've been thinking about for a really long time. I want to film, I want to upload more Spanish videos. Y tengo una idea sobre esto, pero ustedes déjenme saber si les gustaría. Quiero seriamente grabar más vlogs en español, pero tengo una idea de hacer un canal completamente diferente a este canal, básicamente haciendo lo mismo que hago ahora, pero en español. Déjenme saber en los comentarios si les gustaría ver eso, porque ya llevo como meses con esta idea. Have you seen the series about Chespirito? If so, thoughts on el chisme. I have not seen the series. I've had it recommended to me a lot though, so I know it's good. I know Floating That did some really crazy ugly stuff. However, I feel like if I watch it, it's actually gonna ruin my entire childhood. Do you ever feel alone as a Latina content creator in your niche? How do you beat it? Honestly, I kind of feel like I don't. I think with the type of content that I do, where it's like lifestyle vlogs, reading, that's kind of very specific, and I do know that there aren't that many Latina creators doing specifically what I do. But I feel like when it comes to Latina creators, Latina vloggers on YouTube, on TikTok, I follow so many of them. Honestly, 90% of the YouTubers and content creators that I watch are all in Spanish. Literally watch so many Spanish vloggers, Mexican vloggers, and honestly, the longer that I do this for, the more I realize that there are so many Latina creators out there. We've been here and been doing this for a while. The disappointing thing is that we don't get enough exposure that a lot of other people do. So if you ever feel like you want to be watching more Latina creators, Latina vloggers, Latina TikTokers, Latina YouTubers, there are so many out there. You just have to seek us out a little bit. Martha said, how many books have you read this year? I think right now I'm at 27 books. I could be wrong. Did any Mexican show or novela influence your view on your love life? Casos de la vida real scared me. No, scarred me. I literally would turn off the TV when Casos de la vida real would come on. Like whenever that lipstick would come on and start writing the title page, I was out. But and I've said this like a million times, I grew up watching novelas. PBS and Disney Channel, they came after. So I feel like the thing that novelas influenced the most for me was my expectations of men. Advice to find your people when you are creating content. I'm tired of men finding me. That is so real. My advice would definitely be to just keep curating content that you are comfortable with and that you enjoy, and eventually you're going to find your people. However, I feel like I have a very specific experience with this. My first time ever going viral for anything or like any content that I've ever made has been my playlist videos. I don't even know how long ago, 4, 5, 6 years ago. I decided to make a few playlist videos because they were like the vibe of the time. They were seriously so fun to make and so fun to film, so fun to edit. They brought me a lot of attention, which at the time was really cool. I remember working at Jack in the Box and going on my phone when I could and refreshing my YouTube studio page and just seeing a bunch, like thousands of subscribers coming in because of these playlist videos when they did go viral. A lot of people, especially men, were finding me through these playlist videos. They were subscribing, pretty much expecting me to post more playlist videos. Obviously, I was only making playlist videos because they were fun every now and then, but it wasn't the content or the videos that I wanted to be doing all the time. But when people subscribe to you for a specific video, they want to keep seeing that specific genre of videos. So it was honestly very tricky for a few years. I completely recommend, if you're starting a YouTube channel, a TikTok, an Instagram, whatever it is, be very careful the content that you're posting, because if you go viral or get a lot of attention for specific content that you don't 100% absolutely love, you will get stuck with that kind of content. Okay, last 2 questions really quick. I want to try out yoga, but I feel so shy. How do you get started? I got a few questions like this, and my biggest tip to finding your groove when it comes to hot yoga, hot Pilates, or just going to a studio, it all depends on the studio that you go to. I started out by going to a basic hot yoga class at a completely different studio that I go to now, and it was like a great intro, but it wasn't anything that made me want to go back. The studio that I go to now is literally a dark studio. There's no mirrors. It's like a dark room. It's vibey. There's music. I recommend getting ClassPass, which I know a lot of people do. With ClassPass, you pretty much pay a fee and then you get to try out a bunch of different studios. So find a studio that works for you, stick to discipline, and put yourself through those hard few months at the beginning. Okay, last and final question. I got this question a lot. People were asking if I still live with my brother, or like what's my living situation like. I do not live with my brother. He moved out like 2.5 years ago. I live by myself in my little studio barn style situation, but I feel like I technically don't consider it living alone. My parents literally live 30 feet away from me, but I do live alone in the space that I have. The space that I live in might not be the most modern or the biggest space you've ever seen. I'm obviously not going to be there forever, but for the time being, I'm very grateful for that space. And yeah, it's very cozy and I absolutely love it. But anyways, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. Bye.